It's fitting that during National Crime Victims' Rights Week, we recognize the collaborative efforts across the state to ensure that the rights of crime survivors are centered in our systems and their voices are heard and pathways to hope and healing are easily accessible. All across the Commonwealth, in the spirit of kinship, victim service providers connect with crime victims to offer support along their healing journeys. During Crime Victims' Rights Week, we honor those journeys, and we celebrate the advocates who work closely with crime survivors every day to make a difference. From large cities to rural communities, advocates see the need and move into action. Crime survivors should never be alone. At the heart of crime victim services are grassroots local community groups that give voice to survivors to share their stories and experiences. These insights help provide direction for policy and procedures that lead to meaningful change. Crime Victims' Rights Week provides an opportunity to hear from young voices who are often impacted by crime in ways adults don't formally recognize.
We fight for the people that weren't George Floyd. How many of my nephews have been killed and nobody never heard one thing? How many police officers' fiancés or wife have had to go through domestic violence and nobody's heard anything about it?
That's very eye-opening, and that gives me something to share with the children that I teach in my classroom about your story and how you use your traumas and your negative experiences to turn that into something positive. So anybody else want to share some of the lines that they put or they thought of or came up with?
Yes, Kiera, I'll share my little lines here with you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It says, I long to bloom from wounded grounds, where the silent cries make the loudest sounds. Self-belief is my distant star. Healing is my key to who I am.
I love that.
That was amazing.
If we're going to change our future, we must learn from our past. Each year, the Office of Victim Advocate seeks to provide opportunities for every member of the community to participate in Crime Victims' Rights Week. The Color Me Aware campaign is a show of support for crime survivors that results in meaningful conversations and connections with individuals outside of victim services.
At Victim Witness, we believe in building relationships, not only with the good people we serve, but also with our partners in the county and state who help us to carry out our mission. We strive to provide every possible resource and the most informed guidance to those in need. A collaborative effort allows all of our advocates to keep victims informed, empowered, and feeling safe as they navigate a path that they never expected to find themselves on. We are proud and honored to do this work and promise to be beside you all the way.
This work isn't easy. In every county across the Commonwealth, we recognize that kinship is at work. We are serving with empathy and passion. We are committed to elevating the rights and needs of all crime survivors. It is imperative that we support legislative and statewide efforts to secure proper funding for crime victim service providers to continue the work to create safer, caring communities where justice thrives.